Greetings, parents and Fox Ridge families. I am just here to give you a quick tour of what 8th grade language arts with Mr. Ortiz-gray is going to look like this year. We're going to take a tour of the classroom. We're going to look at the online tools, which is obviously super important right now, and then give you some other details that hopefully will answer any questions you might have. So this is our physical classroom. This is where your student will be 2 days a week, depending upon what cohort they're in. That's either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, Friday. As you can see, we have some standing desks set up there at the back for students that might wish to have that. We have everyone appropriately distanced throughout the classroom, but we're still set up so that we can do some collaboration and some group work together. Within the classroom, we really are going to be trying to run a workshop model. My goal is that while students are in class, they are doing as much work as possible that really can't be done at home. So this is the space where we'll be collaborating, running writers' workshops and readers' workshops, and really just diving deep into the learning that's taking place both in and out of school. All right, so now we're going to get a tour of our online space. This is going to be really important for us to understand, both for blended learning and in the event that we go remote. I'm going to go over what blended learning looks like. Obviously, things will change a bit if we go remote, and I will then change an introduction video for all of you that shows that. So we're going to look at period 8, but all classes are going to be set up in the same way. Each week, there will be a folder that contains all the information students should need for that week. Within that folder, I'm placing a landing slide that you can see right here. The landing slide will detail for students exactly what they should be getting done at each stage of the week. For the purpose of this class, we've divided the week into three sections. We have Monday work, remote work, and in-person work. Monday work, I would like all students to do on Monday, regardless of what cohort they're in. So Monday work is stuff that really needs to be done before in-person learning, and it's really just setting us up for the week. So I'll give you an example of what that looks like for week 2. So they would go right to the Monday work folder. Right here, if they clicked on this would be a video. This is some practice. And it's really just setting them up with the skill of annotation, because when they come to class later this week, that's what we're going to be focused on. Then we have remote work. Remote work is the work that students should be doing on those remote learning days. Remote work supports what we're doing in class, but it's not necessarily connected directly to what's going on at that exact week in class. So remote work is always going to have 2 different assignments set up for them, or 1 extended assignment. So the most important thing for you to understand as parents is that 1 remote day each week, when we are in the middle of novel studies, which is going to be a lot of the time, is going to be a reading day for students. So students are expected to read their book and do some activity along with that book. So right here you can see the expectation for this week was that all students read pages 1 through 39 of their text. Whenever possible, I will provide audio tracks as well that go along with the reading. And then the other assignment for this week is a get to know you assignment that's going to be assessed for their writing skills. And so really kind of getting that first assessment of what does writing look like in 8th grade. So this is the work that should be done on remote work. Again, always going to be at least 1 reading assignment each week, and then some additional assignments as well. And then the last piece will be the in-person resources. This is going to vary depending on what we're doing that week. I really don't want students going into this folder and looking at this until they're in person. They certainly can. It's not going to be harmful necessarily, but I don't want them starting the assignments until they've received that in-class instruction. So this is usually based on whatever workshop or work we're doing in class to really make sure that they know what's going on. So that's Schoology. That's what it looks like for 8th grade language arts this year. We will keep this as organized as possible so that students really don't have any questions about what they are supposed to be doing. We'll have office hours available for students Mondays from 9 to 9:50. This is a time for students to log on and get one-on-one support on Microsoft Teams. I've put a link in Schoology for them, and I'll make sure that all students have joined the Microsoft Team office hours as well, so that'll always be there. It's important that students do check their work then Monday morning so that they have questions. This is an easy time to get quick responses. So Mondays, either through our office hours or through email, students can get their questions answered quickly because we don't have students here, so we're available most of the day. The rest of the week, it gets a little more challenging to get a quick response from your teachers because we're teaching. This is not a time for parents. This is not for parent conferences. If you would like to meet with me, all you have to do is shoot me an email or call me, and we will set up a time to meet either in Microsoft Teams, or we can just chat on the phone if it's something quick that you'd like to do there. So office hours are really a time for students to get the support that they're looking for. This is the team that you'll see working with me this year. I have 2 co-teachers. So if your students are in period 2, they will have Amy Anderson as their teacher as well. And if they're in period 3, they'll have Raul King as their teacher as well. They co-teach with me. We share the workload and the responsibility, so you will see them or hear about them quite frequently. And then my language arts team is Cynthia Cavo and John Ryan. We collaborate a lot. So a lot of the videos and that remote work piece, they might be seeing other teachers present in those pieces because we're working together to create these lessons. And so it's not something that we'll necessarily recreate for the three of us. If someone makes a good lesson, they might see these people online in the remote days. All right, so that's all I have for you right now. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me by phone or email, and I look forward to working with you this year.